Hello, I'm Philip from RunThinkShootLive. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up, so just give everybody a few moments. We're learning the alphabet today, apparently. That's what we seem to be doing. One of the cool things about the alphabet is that there's no intrinsic reason that it needs to be in that particular order. It's not like a number that, this one has to come before this one. No, I mean, an alphabet can be in any order. Maybe we should just reorder it. Anyway, all right then. So we're just waiting for the stream to catch up down here. Hopefully you can see me. If you're new to my streams, welcome. I am Philip from a website called RunThinkShootLive.com, which lists and reviews single player maps and mods in the Half-Life series of games. And this stream is what we call the Level Design Academy practice. Now, Level Design Academy is a project that Don, aka Unk, and I run, where he teaches me how to map. So I'm a beginner mapper, and I'm just learning. So what you're seeing, or you're going to see, is me practicing. That's all it is. I see myself, and I use this phrase before, as a conduit for the people who are watching. That they can all congregate on the stream, and what happens on the chat, which is why you see me looking down here, because this is where my chat is as much a part of the reason for streaming as it is for me to show you what I'm doing. Now, I am not a good mapper. I am new, really new. Even though we're on season 2, I've had very little practice, so I'm really not as good as I could be if I'd have spent more time. So don't think about, oh, he's been doing this for 6 months or whatever. No, think about how many actual hours that I've been practicing, and I really haven't been doing that much. So hi Andy, hi to everybody, hi Mega, hi Phenome, Blue Shift, Katie, and whoever else is here that I haven't seen. Katie, Null Tuhu. It's a nice name, I like that, Null Tuhu. So yeah, so let's summarize. Basically, we're using the Jack editor. The Jack editor is just another creation kit, hence its name Jack, and it allows you to create things within different engines. Now, the engine that we're using is what's called Gold Source, which was the engine that was used to make Half-Life. But you can also do Quake and Doom, and I think quite a few other games. I don't really know, to be honest. And I'm going to at least start today where I left off last time. Andy, aka Irby, he very kindly sent me a file which is a chance for me to practice my texturing skills, because that clearly needs work. But for now, I've decided to continue with what I was doing. And one of the things that you might have noticed is that I've changed the position of this underfloor pipe. That was something that I basically had it here, and it just didn't look quite right in the corner. I think the very last thing I was doing was I was working on this sort of room to look a little bit like the games room. But we're going to sort of come back to that later. I'm not expecting this to turn into like a mod or anything. But it might, who knows. And one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to completely start with this area again. We are going to continue the stairs. We are not going to have the door. Oh, we're not going to worry about that. And look, I'd made a little recess there because I wanted the door to sort of have something to fit into. Anyway. Yeah, so it does connect to this pipe, and in fact I think I'll spend a little bit more time working on this pipe. There is a vertical pipe in here somewhere, or there should be. There it is there. Why don't we come out here, cop down. We'll do a little bit of work on this pipe, and then we'll get back into the new room, because I know exactly what I want to do in that particular section. Right, so let's view from the other side. And there we go. That should be. It's not quite right, is it? Hi, Tiki. So I think Tiki, are you ticky or chicky? Should I say Arachalion, or are you not that chicky? Right, so it's clearly not centered. We need to move that. I can't move it for some reason. There we go. All right, now I'm on 32 grid, so maybe if I drop it down a little. There we go. That's up. So that looks okay, don't we think? Yeah, that looks okay. Right, now what we do have is we've got this problem here of we know it's not quite right, don't worry. We got this texture, and I wanted to give it. Sorry, I'm just thinking what I actually thought I'd done a bit more work on this. Right, let's have a quick look, because yeah, interesting. Let's just get in down here a little. So we've got the floors, we've got the walls, and we've got the base. Now I know, don't worry about the textures just for a second, because what I do want to do is I want to give it an angle. This is the angle that I was working at before. Okay, so we need to get that fixed because that's overlapping. Right, that's better. Okay, and one of the things I wanted was I kind of wanted oh wait, no, that'd be silly. What I could do is if I select this one. Okay, so I'm on the wrong side here, and I make it this big. And then what I could do is I could clip it, couldn't I? And my thoughts really were to do this. Well, that didn't work, did it? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay. Valve Video Network. Right. Let's ignore that for a second. So we're kind of half. We need to boom boom. Yeah. All right. This is. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, if what you can learn here, if you can learn anything from here, but if it applies to source, I think some of it might. So let's just accept that. Right, we've done that. I know that's way too big, but we just want to clip. We want to maybe, yeah, okay, so that's what I'm really looking to do. The problem is that when I do this, nothing happens because I haven't selected. Right, now when I do it, okay, again, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I want to get that sort of yeah, first thing you want to, yeah, you're right. I finished recording all of the videos for Toxicville this morning. So yes, I suppose there will be walkthroughs, but not so much walkthroughs, more playthroughs. What the monkey's that all about? And if I just select that, Alright, that seems a bit better. I mean, I suppose in that case I can just make this a bit smaller. I don't really need to... I can make it like that, can't I? Doesn't really matter. Oh no, because then if I do that, then I get an edge. Ooh, what happened there? Whoa! Leave it as it is, Philly. So yes, right, and then we just want to make sure that the the textures are okay. So we're going to just go in here. We don't really want that one. We want I want that one. Close that, and then oh, didn't do anything there. All right, so I want it to go to the bottom. No, I want it to go to the top. That would seem okay, wouldn't it? And then that one, I want it to be the vertex manipulation tool for making that brush smaller. Yeah, you're right. I could just make it smaller. But the question is, does it make any difference now? When I resized it, I recognised that what it did was it sort of did all the dimensions, which completely screwed my angle. I recognised that. So really, the question is it that important? There we go. So now I want to be in here, and I want to in here. There we go. Let's come out a little bit. No, we want that one. We want that one to be at the top, don't we? How's that? That looks better. Right, now we definitely don't need all of this extra, do we? So we could chop all of that straight back. We're looking at the other side as well. No, not even there. We could there. Now that's interesting. Why is that off grid? Why is that wall off grid? What have I done wrong there? Now it's on grid. Right, and this, I can get rid of all of this, can't I? Okay, I'm going to do that in a minute. Okay, hi Don. So yeah. So what I think we'll do is, I think we'll select all of those, and I'm just going to chop them here. I don't know why it's not moving. Okay, like that, and then enter, and then select these, and then delete them. Okay, and in fact that one can come here, and then I should just be able to block this off here. This was sort of an error, a mistake I made last time. And there we go. That should mean that I don't get any leaks on this side. And if I want to just stick it out a bit further, that should be okay. Don't we think? We think? Yes, we think. That should be okay. You can't see anything. And then we just got to tidy up the other end. Now one thing we did have is we did have a light. So let's try and put that back somewhere there. I don't know if that's... Is that allowed to sort of be in the middle like that? Is that going to be okay? Oh no. Oh crump. Okay, I made a mistake, haven't I? Because it just goes into the wall. Okay, I'll fix that another time. We kind of want to give the feeling of it carrying on, don't we? Anyway, let's fix this edge here. This doesn't need to be all the way to the end, does it? It could sort of stop here. And then all of these, so this, I could clip just here. No. And then just delete these. Oh, certainly not that. What is that anyway? Oh, we don't need that, but we could use it, couldn't we? We could just use it to block here. One thing I want to do though, actually, I just think I want to make that floor go along there, otherwise it will look a bit silly, don't we think? Okay, how's that? Tidier. Exactly, gold source. Alright, so there's lots of chat going on in the stream. I'm kind of out of that. So what I need to do here is, I'm just going to very quickly I'm just going to pop in game and I'll just check that you can see me in game. Take a drink. Okay, good. I want to see.
Hey, Mr. Freeman.
While I was looking at that sort of edge. Oh, sorry. See, these things here are quite interesting. I would have never have looked at those before. Really, they could have been anything, and I would have never seen them before. But they're an interesting way of changing. It's obviously a new brush. At the top, it doesn't matter so much.
Hello there.
But down the bottom, it would. Okay. Hey, G. So, what I'm looking at is how edges have been made. Yeah. How edges have been made. That's because I want to move on to a new area now. This area's got ducts, and we might start putting in ducts. Looking at that, okay, so right, I think I know what I want to do. I think I do. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to Jack and what okay. Hi, Raven. Yeah, you're right. You might be right about those lights. I think somebody mentioned that last time, but I mean, I put them in, but it's because I wanted to sort of do a trigger. So what we're going to do now is we're going to okay, good. This is what we're going to do. We're going to copy them out, and please bear with me. Okay, going to get rid of that. Going to extend that quite a lot because we need to do some work. Now, getting in close here. Now I'm on 16, so I need to get in close a little bit. Move this down. I don't like that lip. all the same height. I don't understand why. That's the floor. This is this floor. And this is this. I don't understand why it's higher. It's not higher. It's not higher than any of those. I'm looking for the wrong angle, aren't I? Alright. Okay. Yep. Control M to rotate projects. Yeah, I've been using Shift and that double sort of click feature when you sort of click it and you click it again and you click it again and click it again and click it again. That's what I've been doing. I'm totally confused now. Just for a second. It's not what I want, but I do want some separation between what I'm thinking. Okay. All right. So, oops. Let's move that along. Now we're going to. That's the idea there. Don't know if that's okay. Okay, I don't really know what an invalid brush is, but if you do, I'm happy. And then this comes to here, but will it? Okay. Alrighty, so here we go, some texture practice. I know that I need lots more texture practice, but I'm just interested in something slightly different at the moment. So open a texture browser, left click to select, alt right to align. Yep. How does that look? And then same again. Okay, right click to select, left click to align. Yep, okay, so it was the other way. It was left click to select, right click to. Okay, so that's, yeah, okay, I'm kind of happy with that. Really not sure what I'm going to be doing with this yet. They look like there's a space between them, but there's not. Okay, so not too worried about that. Now, this wall, I think we'll just extend as well. Fine, but we don't want that texture. So let's go back into this texturing thing. Left click to select, alt right. Right now it's too big, obviously. So we need to make it a little bit lower. We need to make it the same as that. But that said, maybe I would, Philip, remember when Don told you about how many brushes could be convex and not concave? A concave brush is an invalid brush. Any brush that contains a face that isn't totally flat. Okay, alright. Alt click aligns textures perfectly. Yeah, but it's right click, isn't it? I think I'm going to copy this over here like that. So that's not quite right, is it? Oh look, does that mean, wait, what happens if I get rid of, what's this? This is this. We should have that maybe in the middle, shouldn't we? Going right across. Yeah, then we got a problem. Okay. Maybe the problem sorry, just still trying to figure out what I should be doing. Alright, best thing ever. Well, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Although, is there like a space between them? Okay, well, we'll find out when we... Alright, now, what's going on here with this? Okay. Sorry, hopefully it's not too boring for you. What's going to happen here is we're going to open out into a slightly larger area. I haven't decided on the ceiling yet, so we're not going to worry about that. But we're going to go, left is going to go down and right is going to go up. And that's going to be much more interesting. So I'm just going to plump this here. But what I am going to do, I'm going to make sure that it fits on a bigger scale. Right, there we go. I'm going to put that here, going to, for now, make it like that. This is going to be a glass wall eventually. Oh, you silly monkey. One more. That's going to be glass. Yeah, okay, I'm just playing, I'm just working. That's going to be glass. I haven't figured out how yet or exactly what, but that's what it's going to be. Got some things I've been sort of planning in my mind as much as anything. I don't know if it's a proper word or not, but I've been sort of thinking about an alterniverse. I want to make an alterniverse to Half-Life, so I've got some things that I don't want to sort of tell you about, but I have been working on them in my mind, and about how things work. I think some of you have seen, you know, when I first started, this idea of a separate area for the security guards. The security guards are not going to go into the area, so that I can control doors and things and still make it believable. And I can't go into it now because it's really not the place for it, I suppose. But I've got this idea for sorry. Now what's that all about? What? Right, there we go. about how to get players controlled by the scientists and things, well, in this case the security guards, without them having to lead them around and everything. Right, so this will be glass. And another thing that, you know, sort of like design features, one of the three main design features that I want, I'll tell you about it, whether it happens I don't know, is one, the separate enclosed security feature, which will normally be like my glass angled so that security can look at any point within the building, but they're completely separate. You can't enter from the main area. That means that I can get doors and things open without having to lead a scientist. The second thing is there will be no stairs in any of my facilities, and I've kind of got two facilities in mind. You've got let me explain very quickly. You've got Black Mesa, which is a research facility. You've got White Mountain, which is a long-term testing facility, and you've got Deep Canyon, which is a storage facility. My alterniverse is that you've got these three facilities that all work together, and White Mountain and Deep Canyon. And you know, some of my ideas are setting those two places. And another thing is that there will be no stairs. Not that I'm against stairs, that I just got this idea that I just want to make these things with no stairs. And security doors will be a very big part of that. I've been thinking for years about how to manipulate doors and things. So today's sort of stream is just the beginning of trying to get something working in that regard. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to put a ceiling on this so that I can get it working if I want to. And then at one end of the corridor we're going to go downwards, and at the other end we're going to go up, and then downwards is going to lead to another area. And I'm going to try to put a something that moves within there, hopefully today, but not necessarily. And I'm going to need to do a lot more work on that sort of thing. So I really want to get good at entities. That needs to come all the way to here, I think. Right then. Yeah, we don't care about the textures at the moment. We just want to make sure that it doesn't, and it looks like it's open to the air there, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So let's select that. Let's bring that to here. Right, let's do what we did before, which is left click to highlight the texture and alt right click to continue it. Yeah, I'll put frame around the glass. Hopefully I'll become really quite good at glass, but there we go. So this is the idea. You know what? I think I'll keep that. I think I'll keep that going. So we'll take that, and then we'll sort of stick it there, and we'll sort of keep the right side as being the. That looks okay, doesn't it? We do some nice features with lights here. And that looks horrible. I recognise that immediately. I do agree with you, because you're probably thinking, "Oh, Philly, that looks horrible." What if we just brought it in a little? That might make it a bit better. Yeah. Okay. Now I know it's not a great frame, but there we go. No, not necessarily revolutionary, but just ideas that I've had for years. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that anything that I've got is going to be great, but yeah, just something that I want to do. So what I think I'll do now is I think I'll okay, yeah, let's do this one. I think I'll chop these a little bit. They're too big, aren't they? And in the past we would be simply resizing them, but I think I need to get used to cutting things. Okay. one thing I still need to feel more comfortable about is proportions and size and everything. Friendly APC pre-invasion scenario. No, not really. Anyway, let's so columns are going to be a big thing. I'm hoping that that doesn't mean it's like really bad for like the mod in terms of optimizing. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. Right, that seems sort of about right. I'm gonna definitely need to figure out how best to do the opposite side of the arches. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier, I'm sorry, if I'm trying to focus on talking to you, and then I'm in the middle of a thought process, and I do apologise. What I was sort of saying earlier was that one thing I'm never sure about dimensions and everything. That's really quite hard for me to get my head around. Alright, how are we doing? Good. Now, one thing that we want to do is we want to do this. So we want to select that, and then this right click thing is so useful. There really is no doubt about that. No doubt at all. Maybe we want it to be here. I think we do. Right, so we need a wall here. Okay. Yeah. Talking about whether, you know, we do a pre-disaster. So what I've got going on here is I've got this angle, haven't I? I think it's time to cut that out because I don't think I want it anymore. And I've probably been copying that around for ages. Right. Okay. Alright, so this is where maybe baby, I think I'd stick in a because that's where it sort of stops there. So fine. So now what I need to do is I need to do a floor. How are we doing? Relative to face. Is it not? Where is that? If I sort of select one, where does it say relative to face? Sorry, I can't see that. Anyway, we need to build a ramp. And I'm going to need to figure out angles. I might, maybe the next time I start building something, I'll just build this huge room with a bunch of angles in it. You know, like ramps, and just see which feels most comfortable and get that working. There are two tick boxes, one for face and one for wall. Face is the most, yeah, okay, so, right. Now, that would seem okay, wouldn't it? So I'll click that. But I don't know if I need to do now. Now I want to. Done it again. Okay, I haven't selected the. Yeah, I have. Right. And now, if I select that one and delete that one, is there a texture on that face? Yeah, it is, but it's not what I had before. So, bing, bang, bosh. Right. So, there we go. That looks quite steep, doesn't it? Okay, what I think we'll do very quickly is I just think we'll block this off, because if at any point I want to okay, sorry, if at any point I want to play around and explore down here, then I know that I won't have to worry about that. Oh, that's blocked off. Yep, just for now, we're not worried about it later. Right, okay, just dimensions and things. Now we need to sort of build this thing here. And this is the whole thing about today. How are we doing for time? 45 minutes in. Right. That's kind of what we're looking for. Good. Okay, yeah. Let's stick another one of those in here. I suppose we can get in close. And now, and it's too high. Or is it? Da, da, da. Yes, it is. Shut up. It's too low. That needs to be like that then, doesn't it? Right. Now this is going to be interesting. So, need to build a wall. Need to build a wall between here and here. The wall needs to be this high. It clearly does not want to be that texture, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. I want to copy it. No, is that not what we want? We want to copy it and just stick it over there. That would make sense. Now, I suppose I could simply do this and this. No, because that will then, I'm going to need to be at least half over here, aren't I? How are we looking? Right. Now here's maybe where Yeah, we haven't really done alignment of ramp walls. And at this point, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. To be honest, I'm not. I'm more interested in just creating the basic architecture of the whole area, and then maybe prettifying it, as it were. Just the basics of it. But it's too big. So I'm making a list of things that I want to do. I want to be able to make like walls. As in, you know, like the walls of you know, like the sort of the surrounding rocks. I want to be able to do that. Now, sorry. This has to be smaller. This has to be smaller. This has to be smaller because you've got the corridor that would sort of go up there. Are they all the same size? Almost. Now here is the kicker. He said, not really sure. Here is the kicker. Yeah, that didn't work out at all the way I thought it was. Don't know about that. Proportions wise, I think it's sort of not quite right. Alright, here we go. What is he doing? You ask. And I say, well, and I say, where the heck is that? There it is. I'm in the middle of it. It's just too big. That's why I can't see it. It's just too big. It's freaking huge, isn't it? What is it? Is it floor or wall? It's a floor. Now I can see it. And it's going to be a ceiling too. Let me just change the texture, sorry. What would be the name of like the natural rock? You know, that rock. No. Could somebody tell me the name of the natural? I mean, if I scroll through, I'll find it. But you know, that sort of a browny. Here we go. This sort of not zenny, but VHE. What's VHE? Here we go. This, no, this is gravel. No. Anybody? Out. Oh, okay, here we go. This. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Just for now. Just for now. Jack. Alright. Good. Okay, so what we're looking to do here is... Oh, I've reached the top. Shooting stars never stop, even when they reach the top. Okay. There's a long way to go. Welcome to the pleasure door. Sorry, I did Frankie Goes to Hollywood yesterday. Go. I know. Super blocky, but it's just for now. Just for now. It's like a working area that we'll make nicer another time. That's all we're doing. We're just making it nice-ish. Not nice. I mean, it's not nice, is it? I mean, it's bloody horrible, but you know what I mean. Okay, and then we'll need another one. Whoops. We'll need another one. In the back, just to bring everything together. I promise to explain in a minute. Down here, I think. Yeah. Right. There we go. We're still missing. Wait, if I bring all the way to the end. All that. Ah, okay. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, it's not meant to be a working area. It is an area cut out of the rock that will be used as a security idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a bit smaller there. We're then going to have to bring that in a bit. Just, you know, figuring things out, just trying to get ideas working. And something like that. And then that's going to be a corridor. And oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Really? You've only played one Half-Life mod? Wow. Now this is supposed to be open. This is, you know, it's obviously not. It's just an idea, and then we're gonna have a go at fixing this sort of texture. I mean, everything's shitty textures at the moment, but probably need to do 2 columns there, won't I? Anyway, let's build a ramp, or better yet, let's take this ramp and copy it so that we've got the same thing going on. but we can't because it's the wrong size. So no, let's not do that. Sorry, this is nothing nothing but fun to watch, is it? Brr. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to have a ramp here. I'm on 16, that's okay. Yeah, Don, we're okay with 16? We're happy with 16? Looking to have a ramp. And it needs to be like that. Let me change the texture. Let me just oh no, that's okay, I'm okay with that. Let's build it. Now we need to cut it. And we need it to be from here. Oh, first you got to select the bag. Yeah, sorry about that. It's to be from here to here. Delete. Okay, so that's the kind of the idea. But the idea is that this is going to move. So just as a simple experiment, it's a security measure. This will be like a new section. You can't get to here unless you have this moved. And this would normally be here. So there's no way for, you know, people to get into an area unless this moves. And that's kind of, you know, one of my goals to create these kind of interesting areas. That's as a designer, as a new designer, that's kind of one of the things that interests me. So let's see if we can make this move. I've got no idea whether what I want is possible with the simple knowledge I have, but we will find out. So let's put it there to start with. Of course, that would be a terrible place from a security point of view because you could just go to the top and then jump. But okay, for now, we're not going to make a fuss. Right. Now, I select it. I either Control T, and I want to make it a funk. Now, this is where I created this new funk. I called it funk funk movable. I don't know why there isn't a funk movable. Funk pushable. Funk train. I don't want it to rotate. I'm going to call it a funk door. Yeah. I'm going to have a move sound. I'm going to have a pneumatic. Now my problem is deciding how far it's supposed to move. Damage inflicted when blocked. I don't really know how many to put it. No, I know that I shouldn't name it. FX render mode. I think for glass it has to be texture. Funk move linear is pretty cool though. Okay. Funk door works too, not sure if... No, I don't think that there's a funk move linear. Negative. So let's just see what happens when we do this. But we don't know how far it's going to move. That's the kind of question. Have a negative lip if you want it to move further than its width. I do. I want it... Oh, move further than its width. Alright then, so let's go minus 256. And then we'll move it sort of a bit here. Right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to block off our gap, because I want to, and you know what I haven't done in a very long time, you are very naughty for not telling me, is I haven't saved it for a very long time. I haven't saved it for a very long time. Right, when we do that, then we export to a map. I saw that Don had mentioned about that error, which is kind of good, in the tweet, so that might get fixed. Let's export the right one. Fingers crossed. Okay, there was a problem. So don't close this, Phillip. There was a problem. It doesn't say there was a leak though. There's a leak. There's a leak. Right. Anyway, so we'll cancel that. Let's close that. Let's just have a quick look around. I mean, it could be anywhere. This is maybe one of the problems of not saving after. Oh, it's probably a hole at the top here. There we go. Right, okay, big hole in the top. So we can just put a new block in there. Just here, I suppose. I mean, it was only a little hole. Come on. Let's get in there and have a look. Right, so that, what have I just put in was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. That needs to come forward to here somewhere. Alright, so what we got that going up there. I know it's a mess, I know it's a mess. It's an experiment. There should be no big mistakes here though, should there? Right, should we try again? So we save it, export map again, and then we try and compile. I think there was told me there was a leak again. Leak. Right then, so I'll tell you what we can do. We can do our, what is it called? Point files. Which one of those? View, edit, map, load a point file. Okay, so look, that has helped us a little bit. It's something to do, something down here somewhere. So it's nothing to do with our new area, it's all to do with around down here somewhere. Right. So it's not being blocked here. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything at the bottom, does it? So what's that then? Right, there we go. That might be the answer. What was it? Map. Unload a point file. So there's no bottom. Have I just got to run it across the top like that? Boom. What happens if I do that then? When I look in here, That's not right, is it? Something's gone. That's Yep. Okay. It's a disaster. That's just to do the edge. But is there a? There's no bottom. Okay. Ooh. Nobody's late. You're just not at the same time as everybody else. Yeah. Put a floor at the bottom. I think that is wise advice. But I thought that there was one there. I know that sounds silly, but right. Sorry about that. Okay. Right. Save it. Export map again. Fingers crossed. Run it. No. Leaky, 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 leaky. Squeaky, leaky. Well, these are the things that teach us, and now it's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, look, there's a huge hole there. Alright, well these are just lessons we learn. And there's a huge, look, we are so stupid, aren't we? Did you notice how I said we? Like, you know, I included everybody in this group. Alright, let's just for now. What the hell happened there? I made it worse. Well, no, I didn't. Would you look at all those leaks? Squeaky, leaky, leaky. Mr. Leaky. Oh. Okay. Just for now, we will just for now. Right, save it. Export map again. Compile. Sorry, peeps. Another one. There was a leak. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Every time you think you fix it, there's another one. Must be 1,000 leaks that I must have left behind. Save it. Export again. Run it. No, another one. Load the point file. So somewhere in here now. Right. Don't know if that's the right solution in the sense of just to see if that's the mistake. No, it's not the mistake, or at least it's not the only mistake. Wow, this is pretty frustrating, huh? Yeah, I think my leap is bigger than my map. Now, I mean, there's nothing down the end here, is there? I mean, I thought this was all fixed. This is all fixed, isn't it? Alright then, so here we go. How are we doing for time? Got another I don't know what all these colours mean. I suppose that is that telling me that there's a problem there. Let's turn it off. Let's get in and have a good look. Yeah, look. There. So if I come down a few grid sizes, I take the... Where the frickin' heck are we? This one. I'll make it there. Okay. Now, if I load the point file, do I need to? Oops. Do I need to save it to get new point files? Because that one seems to suggest it's the same thing. So, if I save it, unload the point file, and then load the point file, it's still telling me that it might be a problem there. Okay, follow the red one. Really? Okay. Let me just unload the point file. F5. I want to run it again. Alright, so if I look, leak point file generated 500, reduced, I don't know what any of this means. Burn the leaks. You get the point file when you compile. Right. So now I can have a look at the point file. Holy sh... So there's nothing here. So we're confident it's not here. Well, as confident as we can be. We can't see anything. I'm following the red one, am I? But there, underneath that, this corridor, this glass thing has caused me so many problems, isn't it? I'm so close to just deleting it and being done with it. Fine. Screw you. F5. Nope, still a leak. No problem. So we need to unload the point file, load the new one. It's just freaking ridiculous. This is. So the red one is the important one, is it? Right, here it seems to suggest that there is a problem, Houston. We never had that problem before. Why now? Fine. F5. Run it. Oof. Yeah, I don't mind. I just feel bad for you guys, that's all, because nobody wants to play this rubbish. Just to watch me search for things like this. And I think it comes down to just Control G, being better at manipulating things. So map PCT13. Right, let's make sure that you can see what I can see. Yeah, we're not worried about that. Oh, we've got no lights here. It's going to be fucking impossible to see anything. Okay, so yes, you can see. So back to this. Control J. Right. Silly me. We didn't put any lights in. So we're just going to have to take a few lights and sort of dump them in somewhere. And look at what an absolute disaster of a mess that is. Right, there we go. So we'll have one light there, that's fine. We'll look at it from the top. There we go. So move that there. Sorry about that. Stick one here, and turn around and make sure we can sort of see them. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll work our way in. We'll copy this one, and we'll have sort of one here. Just so we can see what's going on. Nothing more. We're not looking to light it. We just want to be able to see. And then we just put one here, one here, and one here. Whoops, sorry about that. Getting a bit closer. One of those, one there. Move that over there. Move that. We want to sort of see if it. Okay, good. Save. F5. Run this again. Oh, I just think I opened up the hammer. So sorry, peeps. Remade a single brush and the link was gone. Hold on. So I've got to work on doing textures along the wall, the gradients. figure out how best to do that. Right, good. So Control G, should be back in game. Get back here. Restart. And here we go. Okay, yeah, now. Yeah. Right, there we go. Okay, it works. It's not exactly what I want, but that's the basic idea, that there will be some sort of system down here. There'll be like, you know, almost like a train track. There'll be some sort of waiting area here. There'll be a glass area here to show that, you know, you're being watched. And if you're given access, then you walk up to here and it would go across, not as far as this, and then you can enter that second corridor. That's the kind of idea. It's like a door, but it's a security system. And of course, I'll have to make some rails for it to obviously travel along, and you know, something like that. And then there need to be something down the bottom to make it interesting. Maybe like a, you know, some Zen fauna or something. But that's really what I was just aiming for, and that I want it to be one of my sort of the features of my maps, is these sort of intricate entrance ways into thing, and this is the most simplest. But yeah, okay, good. So now what we'll do, we'll get back in here and we'll have a look at some texturing, and you know, how can I make that look nice? Is it possible? And yeah, I mean, you're right about blocking stuff out, and I think I'll need to make 2 columns here. Maybe I'll need to do something sort of here, you know, where we've got these edges. You know, maybe I could put doorways back there. Maybe I'll put a doorway back there. Alright, so there we go. So it worked. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. Control J. But it was something. So now what I'll do is I'll just move it. I'll move it quite a lot. What I really want is I'd like to know its position. And then just for next time, minus 400. All right, thanks for that tip. That's helpful. That is. Right, so let's get in here and we'll have a look at these sort of, how we could maybe start texturing it. What we can do. I mean, if I wanted, I suppose I could. Yeah, I suppose there could be some workers. Right, let's get rid of this point file, because that point file is just yuckadoodle dandy. I think we're going to make this the same height. Sorry. So these are definitely things I'm going to. Oh crikey! I'm on number 1. Don would absolutely slice my salchichas in half. Right, and the reason I wanted to do that was because I wanted to maybe put the wall a little bit like this. So this is the sort of things about angles I'm really going to need to learn. And It's close, but not close enough. Maybe I can never get it close enough. Maybe you can't do that sort of stuff. I don't know. Yeah. A vertex tool. Okay, so it's still practice, eh? So we just, what I think we'll do is, I think we'll try chopping it. Do I want to sort of chop it like that? Probably going to have to do all of this again, but so now what I'm thinking is that I can take that, but I want to, let's do bottom. Yeah, that didn't work. What if I rotate it? Skew, vertex tool, Phillip. Yeah, I haven't used the vertex tool, I've only used the clipping tool. I'm not allowed to yet. Not allowed to muck about with it yet. So this might have to be one of the new things that I learn to sort of to get that to sort of Okay, so I should just be able to for now. I'm gonna need to work on that, aren't I? And then at this point it's got the same problem on the other side. No, I'm not rebelling against Don. No, it's no point asking somebody to give up their time and then not listening to them. That's not nice. That's not very good though, is it? That sort of corner there. See that? Got that sort of edge. Maybe I can where is it then? I thought it was this one. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Sorry, it's this one, yeah. Right, well, let's jump up a grid size. So here's the problem, is that, there we go. But is that fitted? Does that fit? That's better. Got a bit of an overlap there, didn't we? That sort of wire chopped it last time. So if I were to go to the vertex manipulation, I'd need to drop down there, enter, select, and get rid of that. But that doesn't look right now, does it? It's off. So let's undo that. Do that again. I don't suppose it matters what I do here, does it? Does it matter if I just chop it like that? Should I do that? I don't understand. Right, okay. Does that look better? That looks better, doesn't it? Although, I'm really going to have to think about what to do here with these things. Let's have a quick browse. Just get like a. Let's get rid of that out. C810. A1. What was it? C1A0. Sorry. Wow, what the heck is going on there? It's because it's aligning with this, is it? I mean, if I try and sort of do that, and then do that. Does that look too bad? That doesn't look that bad, does it? Cut the cylinder, not the wall. Why? Okay, no, I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying it, okay, if you're telling me that I should be cutting the cylinder, not the wall, why is that? Is there an obvious reason? Is it to do with optimization or something? Well, if I were to go back now and go here, that's what I was thinking about, rotating the texture, but it sort of, when I was trying that a little bit earlier, the problem is that, alright, well let's try that then. So I'm in here, I mean not, ouch, crap. I think it needs to rotate, but that just sort of, oh, okay, it does work, doesn't it? It just, more. And then fit to bottom. No. Like that. But it's just not quite right, is it? How do you know? Okay. So the angle's still not quite right, but maybe because, but the question is, how do I, okay, I think alright, so we're just going to spend a little bit more time on doing this and then that'll be today. Let's go back to this then. So one thing at a time. So what you're saying is that if I were to start again, if I were to get in here, go up to 16, cut this like this, yep, delete that. This is my wall. I want my wall here, for example. What you're saying is that I would, in this case, I'd select the cylinder, yeah, but if I'm at 16, this is 8, and then if I'm at 16 the wall has to go here, so that's no good, that wouldn't work. So no need to angle the ceiling. Okay, so if it's at 16, which is what I've been advised to work in, if I put it to here, that's that. So if I select the thing, okay, So now what you're suggesting I do would be, I would take it here. Son of a... Right, this is it, right. Do this, select it here, and then just cut it there. Or, I mean, in many ways it could be cut here, couldn't it? Is that what you're suggesting? And then select this. It didn't do it, did it? It did. There it is. And then delete that. Are we okay with that though? I mean, if I'll talk to Don, so that's sort of on the list of things, how to manipulate these. Like a pie. Yeah, but if I cut it into 4 pieces like a pie, it's not going to line up, is it? Okay, this is on the list for Don. I'm going to work on with this for Don because I want lots and lots of curved corners. Curved corners is my thing. I want to get rid of that, and I want to know how to do opposite curved corners. Now I remember somebody talking about an arch. Just curious what an arch would look like. So is this what you were talking about? Maybe my arch should be sort of square. Oh my god, what the heck have I done there? So make a square arch. Shut up. Square arch. Shut up. Square arch. Right. Now, what? Okay, whatever. You can make the opposite cylinder with an arch. If you're in your test map, alright, yeah. Okay, so now well, that's not good, is it? I want it. Okay. Right, so we're just being silly now because we're really not sure what we're doing. Yeah, I don't like any of that. Okay, so that's something for Don to work on with me. That B4. What the flipping hell is B4? Anyway, so here's my thinking. My thinking is that the problem here is that I've got the wrong wall size. I need to cut the wall, don't I? If I cut the wall, I can then alright, fine, select it, select the bottom, delete the bottom. Alright, okay, and now if I texture this one, okay, maybe Right then, so we need to do the same here, don't we? We need to cut the arch. So let's do that. But we notice that it's not aligned. So we have to do it from there. And we enter, select it, we select this one, we delete it, fine, and then this needs to just come forward a bit. No? Yep. Okay, oof. Alright, so what I want to do here is I want to manipulate the, what's it? So we're going to reset it. I want to rotate it. But I don't really know the angle. I want to align it to the bottom. Okay, the angle is not right, so now align it to the bottom. Am I doing something really stupid? That's close though, eh? No, it's not close at all. It's absolutely terrible. Is it bad because the top's not cut as well? Should I cut the top? And how do I know what the... I mean, that looks right, but how do I know? How can I tell? Yeah, I know it's sort of going to leave a gap there, but all right, yeah. That's what I'm saying about being an angle. I think I've had enough for today. Not sure I'm, you know, my mind is in the right frame. I'm not in the right frame of mind. Gonna need. Still not sure about this thing again. Maybe. All right, look. Let's save this as 14. Right. Let's get rid of this. Create. Let's move this out the way. Let's move this out the way. Almost as if we're starting again. And then create a wedge. Why is it sort of off? Right, okay, so I want it maybe 96 by 96. Oops. What the heck happened there? Oh, I made a wedge. Freaking idiot. I need a cylinder. Okay. That cylinder is where? Is outside. Okay. Maybe 8 sides. Maybe 8 sides is not enough. Maybe I should do another one with like more. 128 by 128 maybe. Is that 12 sides on it? That looks better, doesn't it? Let's put that one out of the way. Let's put this one in here. Somebody messaged me on my Steam. Rounded corners. Didn't know I was live on Steam. I clicked an appropriately sized cylinder to achieve this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you did like 20 sides on a cylinder. Okay. So let's just move this one out of the way again. Let's make another one. Thank you for that. 20 sounds a lot, but how do you know what's an appropriate size cylinder? That's the problem. Okay, so this wall is okay then. So you want me to chop it in quarters? Sorry. Right, and then you want me to chop it in quarters. Is there a way for me to do that in one operation? No. I have to do it in two, do I? Okay. All right. So what is that then? If I delete that, what happens? Let's get rid of that. Let's put in a new wall. Where do I want the wall to start? I want the wall to start here. Just for now. Like that. Right, let's, just for argument's sake, because I just want to see the edges now. Yeah, you see now the edges, now the cylinder's going around the corner. You see what I mean? I didn't want it to go around the corner. So, so I have to move the floor then. That's, you know, maybe that's just me complaining about something that doesn't need to be complained about. Oh. So then I just move the floor to there. And then the ramp still works wherever you put it. No, the ramp needs to start here. All right. Right, and then there's that. What's that? It's the ceiling. Okay, oh, no problem. And then that goes there. And then if I okay. Okay. Right. Alright, yeah, I think that that's better. I think that, see, that's what I needed. I really needed to get that in my head. And then essentially, I suppose, I can now just copy this. No. And then just rotate it. Delete that. Put that there. Resize these. Yeah, that's much neater, isn't it? Thank you. And then just copy that down. One more. Much better. Much better, I think, or not. No, I put them in the wrong place, haven't I? Needs to be there. And this needs to come here. And this needs to come here. Good. We'll worry about the textures later. Copy that. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I can see we have a problem here, Houston. So let's get in close here. And there should be no more problems. Good. Except there's a little hole here. So what we got going on there? We got that. So the ramp should come to there, and the floor should come to there. Are we agreed? And then everything looks good. Well, everything looks better. We're still super not happy about this. This needs to go here. This needs to come here. Alright, that looks so much better. I don't know why the number of curves is better. We've got a leak up here. Gonna need to be careful. So the roof goes there. So that should go there. But then we're gonna, are we overlapping then? No, we're not overlapping. All right, yeah, that's good. I mean, certainly needs a little bit of finessing, but geometry wise, that's so much better, and that sort of looks good coming down there. Yeah, I know the textures don't look right, and the general idea, but the general idea. Now, the next thing to do is to work out how to do the corners. So how I use the arch thing to make this corner. The settings can be a bit fiddly, but I recommend making a 360-degree arch and just removing the extra bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so this is what Migger is recommending, that I make an arch. We're just going to try and get things. I make an arch. So block an arch, and the last one was 128, so I'll try 128 by 128. Needs to be the full height here. I press enter. Now, he recommends 360, so I do 360. Number of sides 20. Wall width 24. I mean, I am the M word. No, this is gold source. So then I click OK, and it does that. And then we'll zoom in a bit here, and we'll move it. Shall we? We'll move it so it fits. We're going to be struggling here, aren't we? Drop down to 8. Okay. Oops, sorry. So let's select it and let's clip it. We're going to clip it in half. Boom, baby. Oh yeah. Good. And then we're going to clip it in half again. Boom, baby. Oh yeah. And now we're going to resize this wall because of the wonderful things he does. And then we're going to select this. We're going to left click, right, and then we're going to alt right, alt right, alt right, alt right, alt right, alt right, and there. And now we have a lovely jubbly little corner that sort of works nicely against this. Are we okay with that? I mean, is everybody, I mean, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? We're okay with that. All right, Joe, just to finish, we're going to just go back. Oh, poop. No, not poop. Yep, poop. Okay, here we go. Don't ask me what that was. We're going to go control. Oh, no. Control G. Back in Half-Life. Oh, no we're not. Control J. Sorry peeps. Here we go. We're going to save as PCT 15. Yeah, okay. If I'm okay with level changes. I mean, at this, I mean nowadays they load so quickly, don't they? Oh, what happened to 14? Oh, please don't be any mistakes. Oh, fucking hell! There's a freaking leak. We haven't really done anything extra though, have we? What have we? Have we mucked about with any particular corner, or just thought we'd only done? All right then, quickly. Let's load the point file. I don't understand why it's all over here. What have we done? We haven't done anything over here. Why is there problems up there? I mean, I've only been working up here. Oh, shut up. Oh, okay, fair enough. Apparently I have been working over here without realising it. Okay, yeah, I manipulated that floor by accident. I don't know by accident, I mean. I moved it by accident. Right, and then freaking F5. F5. Here we go. Fingers crossed. And then we'll just get back in here and have a look. And then we're going to go back in the game quickly, and that's it for today. I mean, that would have been 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Right. Here we go. So back in here. Control G. Up to here. Map PCT 15. There we go. Right. So in we come. Over that. Now those are the arches before. They're sort of, I quite like those though. And then these are the new arches. Oh, they're posh, aren't they, eh? But look, there's a problem in that corner there. Look. I bet that's the wall. The wall seems to have gone over too far. We'll check on that. This is a nice curve though. We quite like that curve. I think I might like it a bit bigger, but okay. Good. And then down here. And then this should start moving. Being careful. Alright, I sort of kind of guessed quite well there, didn't I? And there we go. Alright, good. Probably don't need that ceiling up there, do we? Alright, good. So let's just get back into the game.
Hey, Mr. Freeman.
So there we go. We've sort of copied this. All right, now here's a good example of. Oh, really? There's a load there. Crikey! I didn't know it was there. Oh, it's a slong load. Eh? Have I crashed? I must have crashed. Can't believe that the load would take this long. I must have crashed. No, I'm still talking. Oh. Well, I broke it, haven't I? Look at that. Oh, fine. Let's load this game again.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. A bunch messages for you, but we had it.
Right, we won't go down there yet. Get out of my way, you. Right, now, these windows don't have any frames, do they? Oh, they do, yeah, look. No, they don't. It's just the glass. See, that's how I might do mine. I might do mine just like that. Brown. And then the green. Oh, that is so nice. I love that. Oh, those lines. I love those lines. Right.
You know who ate all the donuts?
This is a nice change of area. So, what I'm noticing here is that I like how they do one side one wall, one side the other wall, in texture wise, and then the ceilings is just a concrete. I need to do that. I should do that. Make my ceiling bigger. Right, now let's see if we can go down here without breaking it. No, basically no. I broke it again. For some reason I seem to be breaking it, don't I? Alright, anyway, okay. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Sort of, you know, if I was unfair on Valve a couple of weeks ago, then I apologise. You're right. I mean, back then lots of things would have been different. The PCs were different. That's there to just make sure we don't have to worry about the hole in the wall thing. Ah, look, that's interesting. Look, that sort of looks pretty shitty, doesn't it? Because it's the edge of that. Okay. Alright, anyway. So, yeah. When you've got these gradients, it looks like you really need to do textures that don't have so many lines. So yeah, okay, I've been just streaming over now for just over 10 minutes. I'm going to die. 2 hours and 10 minutes. So that's it. I finished for today. Thank you very much. Don't know when I'll be streaming again. I'd love to stream every day for a couple of hours, but just my schedule just does not manage it. So you want to even the test chamber. All right, there we go. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and remember, finishing Half-Life is just the beginning. And Level Design Academy, teaching you to take Half-Life to new levels. Thanks for watching. See ya.